Good morning, dear students. This is Vijayalakshmi here, your accountancy teacher. Today we will start with chapter 121, that is financial statements. After making trial balance from the ledger balances of all the accounts, financial statements are made to know the financial position and profitability of the business. There are two types of financial statements. First one is income statements. Under income statements, we prepare trading account. With the help of preparing trading account, we come to know about gross profit or gross loss of the business. Profit and loss account is also made under income statement, and with the help of this we come to know about net profit or net loss of the business. And second type of financial statement is statement of to know the statement of financial position of the business, and for this balance sheet is made, and these two are termed as final accounts of any of the business undertaking. First of all, trading account is prepared. Trading account is prepared to know the gross profit or gross loss of the business. The format of trading account is here. First of all, it is T-shape account. It is prepared for the year ending. It is written at the top, trading account for the year ending. Left, this side is debit and this is credit side. In debit side and under trading account, we maintain whole record of all purchase, opening stock, sale of the goods. So all production activities expenses are entered over here. First of all, opening stock is written here, then purchase minus purchase return or return outward, then wages and salaries is written, even then it is also written over here in trading account. All direct expenses means related to production unit, carriage inward or carriage on purchase, it is also shown over here. Then gas, fuel or power is written over here. Freight and cartage, manufacturing expenses, production expenses, factory lighting. If only lighting is written, it is not written over here. Factory rent, dock and clearing charges, import duty, export duty is not written over here. Carriage on sales is also not written over here. Custom duty, royalty. So all such expenses are written in debit side of trading account, and in credit side, sales minus sales return or return inward, and closing stock. If closing stock is written outside the balances of trial balance, only then it is written over here. It means it is not being adjusted with the purchases. If it is given with the balances of trial balance, it is not written over here. It is written only in balance sheet, right? Now beta, after writing all such items in trading account, we make the total of both the sides, debit side and credit side. If debit side is larger than credit side, then difference is written in credit side as by gross loss transferred to profit and loss account. On the other hand, if credit side is greater than debit side, difference of both the sides is written in debit side to gross profit transferred to profit and loss account balancing figure, right? And this gross profit is written in credit side of profit and loss account, and gross loss is written in debit side of profit and loss account. Now practical question number 1. We'll discuss practical question number 1 here. In practical question number 1, first of all, opening stock is written. It is written over here. Then purchases minus purchase return, balancing figure to 6,78,000 will be written over here. Wages will be written over here. Carriage inward, manufacturing expenses, gas, fuel and power, dock charges, factory lighting. In credit side, sales minus sales return and closing stock. And difference of both the sides is 7,69,000. Total of debt credit side is 23,64,000. Total of this side is smaller than credit side, and difference of 7,69,000 is written over here. And it is written as to gross profit transfer to profit and loss account. 7,69,000. Now in practical question number 2, adjusted purchases are given beta. Adjusted purchases means purchase, net purchase. Net purchase means purchase minus purchase return plus opening stock minus closing stock. If adjusted purchases is written in particular question, we don't enter all such things separately in the question, right? Now while solving question number 2, only adjusted purchases we will write here. As closing stock is also given, it will not be written this side. Rest of the items, freight and packing, factory expenses, sales and sales return will be entered over here, and difference will be written as 5,25,000 gross profit. Now after that there are few formulas like how to calculate cost of goods sold. The formula for this is opening stock plus purchase, net purchase, plus direct expenses minus closing stock. If we talk about net purchase, means purchase minus purchase return, right? Gross profit is equal to sales minus cost of goods sold. Means if selling price is more than cost of those goods, it will be gross profit. And on the other hand, cost of goods sold we can calculate by subtracting gross profit from net sales. If these two items are given, even then we can also calculate cost of goods sold. Now in practical question number 3a, we have to calculate cost of goods sold, where opening stock is given, net purchases are given, wages are given, salaries are given, and closing stock. So opening stock 40,000 plus net purchases 50,000 plus wages 10,000 minus closing stock 15,000. Answer will be 85,000. 3b also we can do like this. In question number 4, cost of goods sold we have to calculate as well as gross profit. Now what a cost of goods sold means, because sale is 3/4 of the goods of selling price is given, so we have to calculate cost also of 3/4 of the goods. So in spite of calculating 3/4 of all the subjects, we will calculate cost of goods sold first of all, then we will calculate 3/4 of that particular amount. First of all, we will calculate cost of goods sold, purchase minus purchase return plus carriage inward plus wages. It will come to 7,20,000. This is the COGS of all the goods. But we have to calculate COGS of 3/4 of the goods. So 3/4 of 7,20,000, it will be 5,40,000. Sales is given 6 lakh. Gross profit is sales minus COGS. It will be 6 lakh minus 5,40,000, 60,000, right? Same way we can calculate 5b also, right? Here we have to calculate closing stock. Now if we have to calculate closing stock, first of all we will calculate cost of goods sold. With the help of sales and gross loss, we can calculate cost of goods sold. If gross profit is given, it is subtracted from net sales. If gross loss is given, it is added to net sales to know the cost of goods sold. First of all, we will calculate net sales. Sales minus sales inward, return inward. It will be 3,55,000. Cost of goods sold will be net sales minus gross loss plus gross loss. 3,55,000 plus 20,000. So COGS will be 3,75,000. Now formula we will write COGS is equal to opening stock plus net purchase plus freight plus minus closing stock. We have to calculate closing stock, means we have to find out this missing figure, closing stock. We will apply values of all other items except closing stock, and with the help of this we can calculate the value of closing stock, that is 25,000 rupees. Right, rest of the questions we'll solve in next module. Thank you very much, children. Solve all these questions in your notebook till question number 5b. Thank you, children. Thank you very much.